What's up, guys? Happy Memorial Day to everybody out there. Hope everybody's well. Had a good day. I know I did. Just got back myself. Was out. So, um, basically, guys, I've been putting this off for a while, and I kind of finally decided to, let me get it over with right now. And that's mainly to give you my thoughts on a certain show that's coming out this fall. I saw the trailer for it, and as I said, I posted up on my Facebook page, and I was like, I'll give it a try. I'll see where this goes. I'm not fully on the bandwagon, so to speak, but I'll give it a try. And that show is the new Green Arrow show, which is just entitled Arrow. And not only just I'm just giving my thoughts on what I saw and things like that. I'll also leave the link of the trailer in the description, so if you haven't seen it, you can check it out. Um, and of course, I want your guys' feedback on it as well. You know how I love feedback. Basically, guys, I looked at this trailer. First of all, the fact that it's not really a spinoff. It's not a spinoff of Smallville, or as some of me and my other friends call Crapville. Okay. But it's not a spinoff of that. They call it that, but it's not. And the fact that it kind of redos the origin of Oliver Queen, and kind of give it a little darker feel. And once again, that's my biggest fear right there: going too dark, too dramatically dark when it doesn't need to, because Arrow is not a dark character. Okay, but from what I saw from the trailer, all right, let's put it like this. Uh, the trailer starts off with Ollie on the island, him surviving. They said he survived he's been on that island for like 5 years uh since then. And it kind of has a feel of, you remember the Green Arrow year one story. It kind of has that feel to it. You see him, he finally gets off the island, and then he comes back to his city. However, here's some things that I noticed that was interesting about it. One, they're not calling it Star City. They're calling it Starling City. So I was like, okay, that's different. And other than that, but it still pretty much keeps true to the fact that Ollie he's there, he's becoming the Arrow and things like that. The actor who's playing him, okay, it's not Justin Hartley. And in my opinion, I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that, because to me, I wasn't really that big on I wasn't that really big on Justin Hartley as Green Arrow. Period. I thought he looked, I wouldn't say way too young, but I didn't like I liked his costume. I did like the costume, but I didn't like the fact that he had a voice modifier and things like that. He didn't use traditional bow and arrow. He used crossbows and things like that. And that was some of my minor glitches with the character. And but in this one, the actor's name is Stephen Amell, and I gotta admit, the guy looks really good in shape. You really see him training. He's a little bit bigger. You could tell right there. He's a little bit bigger than Justin Hartley. Hope I'm saying his name right. But he's more with a traditional short hair, and his outfit looks. He still wears the traditional hooded green and everything like that, and but he doesn't have the domino mask or anything like that. He's got like the hood. Now I'm hoping they'll change that, because it'll be too easy for some guy to just go rip his hood off and hey, you're Oliver Queen. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have some kind of mask over his eye. Um, I thought that was okay. Then seeing him train shooting his arrow was good. So you see him creating his arrows and using them on guys. I mean, he actually shot a guy, and um, that was kind of interesting. Um, of course, with these CW shows, they got to have a love interest, and the love interest in this seems to be Lori Lance. Um, that's her name. Uh, but yeah, like I said, the the fact that it's a little darker kind of has me not so. Oh, like, I know it's dramatic. It's supposed to be a dramatic show and things like that, but don't have to be that dark. Second, seems that you got Greg Bertinetti and Mark Guggenheim behind this show. Basically, they're going to be kind of writing the show and things like that. And that's okay. Mark Guggenheim's cool. Just you know, you can't really fault him for certain things that happen. He's had his fair share of hits and misses in this big screen and the silver screen. Some of the big screen and the small screen, and some of the small screen stuff that he's written or could have went a little further. In my opinion, like Modern Family, No Ordinary Family, things like that. Which I was really liking, and they kind of canceled that, and it started to pick up at the end of the series. But yeah, it's okay. I think my problem is that you know the darkness to it, and the fact that it doesn't need to go dark. See, they gotta realize, CW has to realize, is that dark doesn't always mean it's gonna sell. Okay, this is not Batman. See, that's the problem that I'm seeing, is that they're trying to live off of what Batman and Batman Begins and The Dark Knight and everything like that did. That doesn't always work. It does not always work, and that bothers me a little bit. As a fan of Arrow, that bothers me. Um, but so far we didn't really see in the trailer, from what they showed. They didn't really show any kind of major enemy. The major enemy is like this, I guess, this guy, I forget his name, that Oliver's father was telling him about in this book. That's pretty much it. But we didn't see any kind of, Count Vertigo or Merlin or somebody like that, or people like that involved in it. Um, Constantine, who, people like that. We just saw ordinary guys, and we got the cops basically chasing him. He's still a vigilante, so yeah, we know we're gonna have cops involved in it. And I will say I did like that scene where he basically said, so the cop said, I forgot the name of the cop, but he said basically, so you want us to put an APB out for Robin Hood? I thought that was kind of funny. I'm like, okay, I get that. But there were some other factors in there, like there was these guys with masks on that almost looked like they had Oni mask on, that kidnapped Ali, and was saying, did your father get off that island? Did he make it to the island? Everything like that. What did he tell you on that island? And Ali just says, he told me to kill all you, and then he just breaks free. We do see Ali using some hand-to-hand combat as well. He's not just using arrows and things like that. But like I said, guys, I'm not quite on board the train. Let's just put it like that. The bandwagon, okay? I can easily jump right off if I want to. Um if need be. It's not like I can just, it's going too fast for me, so I got to stay on board. No, now it's basically to the point where it hasn't even come out yet, and that wagon's just really just pulling along really slow. So even that trailer didn't show me much. Basically now I need them to bring more to me, so I can wait for this fall to see where it is. And and I'll probably give a review on the first pilot episode and see how I like it, and see what would your guys' input on it. But other than that, from what I saw from that trailer, the trailer that's in the description, I'm not fully on board. But I do respect the fact that, one, there are things that I do respect. One, the major one is that he's using a traditional bow and arrow. hence the name Green Arrow. I don't want him using crossbows, because that just shows that you're not a real archer then. In my opinion, a crossbow is a gun. It's not a traditional arrow. And I'm a big fan of archers, not crossbowers. I want arrows. Okay, hence the name of the show. Okay, but other than that, that's all I wanted to talk about, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed my kind of thoughts on the trailer and things like that. How do I feel about it? And I want to know what you guys think. Are you Are you kind of like me? You're not. I'm here. I can jump off the bandwagon with you, Chris. It's not going that fast. But you guys tell me what you thought. And this is Mount Vernon Kid saying peace, one love. Stay tuned. Keep it real as always, guys. Y'all take care.